Hi guys and ladies, it's January and there's ice on Lake Ketchabigwon. I'd love to fish, but walking out on the ice alone has some risk. So let's use my ice fishing shelter there on the dock. We'll try fishing right through the floor of the dock. We need only a couple of fish to make fish sticks. That's right, I hope they're better and healthier than Mrs. Paul's. Well, this is what I'm going to use. It's a tiny ice lure. On the end of it is a mealworm. You do not want to find a mealworm in your oatmeal, but if you do, save it for bait. Now, I'll be lowering this down 6 feet because we're over 7 feet of water there. About 6 inches, I'd say. After an hour in the shelter, no fish, so I put on my warmest clothes and I'm headed out to a usually reliable spot. And I'll push a boat out ahead of me for added safety and as an equipment supply vessel. Yes. Got one, finally! Another one, a nice one! Oh, I got another one. That's a beauty. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, another nice one. All right, yeah. Oh. I've got 5 fish. That's enough, plus what I have in the freezer. It's freezing out here. I want to get back in the house. Well, it was really a slow start yesterday and bone-chilling wind and cold, but I was able to get 5 good bluegill, which gave me over 3/4 of a pound of fillets. And I have a few more from the freezer here. So now I have over a pound. Let's make some fish sticks. So what I have here is a medium bowl, and I'm putting 1 full cup of grated parmesan in there. Now here comes the low-carb flour. 1 full cup of almond flour. Some say almond meal. It's the same stuff. Now the recipe says to add 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, but that doesn't sound like anything. So here's a 1/2 teaspoon. Now I've got 1/2 teaspoon each of salt and pepper. I'm going to put this flour-like stuff into a casserole dish. Much better than a plate or a pie plate. So now let's break some eggs. Now into this egg wash bowl, I'm going to stab them. Okay, now I'm putting in 1/4 cup. That's 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. This is ready. I'm going to set it aside. So with small fish like these bluegill, you only need to cut them in half, I think, straight down the middle, lengthwise. There's our fish sticks. So here we have our little production line. Here are the fish, here is the egg wash, here is the parmesan flour mixture, and then a plate for our breaded fish. Let's get going. Look at that. Fish sticks. Put a couple in there. Get them all covered up. Let's let it drain. Draining and draining into the mixture. Flour parmesan into the mixture. Oh no, crumbs everywhere. It smells good, looks good. All right. The last piece. On to the next step. What I've done is I put an entire stick of butter into this big skillet. Then I put enough peanut oil to cover the bottom. And I'm putting the temperature on 360. Going to bring it up to 360. My idea is to fry these only for like a total of 3 minutes, 1.5 minutes on each side because they're so small. Here's the bigger one. Looks like 2 batches will be necessary here. It's been almost 1.5, 2 minutes. You know, these smell better than just like using regular flour. It must be that almond flour. It has some great fragrance to it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay, that's batch 1. Let's get them out. Oh yeah. They don't hold together that well, but you know they're cooked. Batch 2. Yep, last batch coming out. I'm gonna keep these warm in the oven now until our special guest arrives. I forgot to tell you I have a special guest coming tonight. Hang on. While our fish is keeping warm in the oven, you know the famous restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks, is coming over for dinner. I'm having trouble winning her heart, frankly. She never mentions marriage. I grew up thinking that a girl dreams of a wedding. You know, a church wedding, a bridal gown, the music. You know, something lovely to remember the rest of her life. But maybe Miss Cheeks is just different. Oh well. Well, here we are once again with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks herself. Thank you so much for honoring me at my humble abode. And you had a chance today to sample my low-carb fish sticks and also my salad with fontanella cheese and ham. And how did you like those?
Oh, they were both excellent, and the house smelled delicious when I walked in. And the fish had like a really good coating that was both tender, yet nice and crispy.
Yeah, I thought
and
it
the
was
fish itself was
crispy.
very good, and the salad with all the protein and the lovely greens was delicious. And they
Okay.
made a great pair.
Thank you. And I hope you don't find me presumptuous, but I may call you Lulu, I presume, after 50 years.
Sure.
Would you be able to stay over a while so we can watch old movies again?
Sure.
Thanks. Hey, can I have a hug?
Stanley, I don't know how to explain, but a wedding, a church wedding, well, it's what every girl dreams of. A bridal dress, the orange blossoms, the music. It's something lovely to remember all the rest of her life.